What's up, guys? I'll show you some stuff that we found at the local Walmart. We just happened to get lucky. Went there to pick something up for our birthday party. Went ahead and checked the it's getting to be that time of year, so checked the lawn and garden, see if they had any string or anything on clearance. And this Walmart had all kinds of stuff on clearance. It was only lawn and garden. Excuse me. All these plugs. What we get? 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plugs. All these plugs were $1 and some change a piece. And you guys know how expensive they can be, especially when it comes to you get the ones like this that has the weird on it, the weird end on them. Diamond Fire technology. I couldn't pass it up. We had $1 and some change a piece, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4 different models. Some of these are $6 and $7 a piece, regular price. I think these ones were 5 something. These ones were 5 something, and you can't quote me on it. Some of them were 5 something, some were 6 something. These were I think $7 or $8 a piece, something like that. But snatched them up, man. They had they still had plenty more, but I didn't want to be greedy, so I left some for some other people if they needed them. They had these. These are the 16 ounce synthetic blend 2-cycle jugs. These were 55 cents a piece. We grabbed 2 of those. It should be enough to last me for a while. That's what I was saying. The plugs were $1 something a piece. The caps, same deal, $1 something a piece. The caps that had the plastic piece that goes into the tank to hold, to hold them on, keep you from losing them. Those ones were still regular price. They were just shy of $7, so I didn't grab any of those. But $1.66 for a cap, because some of the videos you guys have seen, a lot of the stuff I get from the thrift store is always missing the cap. Those, I think it was only 2 they had left, so I took both of them. These were the same way. The Small Engine Pro Sta-Bil additive, $1 something. The mechanic in a bottle was just shy of $2. But these mosquitoes, these go kind of a long way if you mix the fuelage right on them. So I went ahead and grabbed one. I've never used it, but I've always heard good things about it. And it's like $1.25, I think, for a new air filter for the older style mowers, which I have one of those that needs one, so I went ahead and grabbed it. The other air filters, the square ones that some of the newer mowers take, I think those were still regular price. The guy told me to stop back in about a month and they'd have more stuff on clearance. Now these, I was surprised. It's one of the first things I noticed when we walked back here. This is I've never had one of these, but these make me think a lot. Which I got one in the shed. I'll get it out after. I'm gonna get one of these out of the box and see how hard it is to assemble it. These are the Hyper Tough 2-cycle 18-inch straight shaft trimmer. Takes a 0.95 line, dual line, easy load, bump feed. Comes with a 2-year warranty from the manufacturer. 26cc. Brand new in the box. These were just shy of $100 a piece. They had them on sale for, I think these ones they had, I think these ones were 30. I know the ones with the curve shaft, they had those. They had 2 of those. Those were 30. These ones are the straight shaft. I think these were 34. Then they had the other ones. It's the basically the same thing as this. They had the Black Max edition. Same motor, everything looked identical to it. The only thing different was the name. Those ones were 126. They had them on clearance for 60. I didn't buy any of those. But they looked identical. The only thing that was different was the sticker on the case. Other than that, everything looked the same. So I bought 2 of them. And this one, we're going to see how much of a pain in the butt it is to assemble. This is kind of what I was looking at. It's one of the main reasons I bought it, was to see how this works here. It looks like it just slips together. I got them because I was curious. So We get this set up on the tripod and we'll see what we got here. Alright guys, let's see what we got. It was 30, I think 37. I think the other one's, is it 34 or 37? It's like a $4. No, that's right. The curved shaft was 33. The straight shaft was 37. There's a $4 difference between the two. Let's see what we got for 37 bucks. This package is pretty decent. Handle, your guard, a little bit of string, bolt for the handle. Get our box out of the way here. That's how it hooks. I was wondering how this stayed together. It's got a couple of screws. Get that off there. Oh, it's preloaded with string also. Bag open. And a bit of spare string, guard. I think they give you enough for a gallon maybe. So 1 gallon or 2. Mix 1 gallon. Allen wrench. Bolt, wing nut. It comes with the whole manual. There's everything you need to assemble it. Yep, operator's manual, so you get everything with it. Kind of nice. And new, I would expect it to come with it. Alright, put this plastic out of the way and see what we got here. Set that off to the side. Man, I apologize for that wind. That wind is kicking. Alright. Let me turn this off right there. Alright, back to it. So the tank, I got you guys where you can see. There's so much glare I can't see anything on that screen. Tank, it's actually kind of small. It's 50-to-1 mix. But it does have a really small tank. The round air filter on it. Now I didn't see those when I was looking at the clearance. I didn't see these kind of filters. Let's see. Get my crazy neighbors out. Nice sticker on the carburetor there for the choke. I mean, everything's, well, it's brand new, so everything's nice and bright. That's what I was talking about, the engine case. They resemble the old Weed Eater brand quite a bit. Not in the back, but from here to here. Looks like, and casing here for the air filter, carb. So everything resembles the old Weed Eater brand quite a bit. Just have a, there it is. Hart Consumer Products, Hyper Tough. (11/16/2020). Not bad. Okay, so the end that holds the two pieces together. That explains the Allen wrench that they sent with it. You guys can get you down here. So you got the two screws. slides on. This seems kind of like a cheap little setup, but I don't think I'd pay more for it than what I actually paid for it on clearance. You got 2 cables instead of 1. You got 1 cable for this shaft that runs up. It goes right here like the old 2-piece, which you have those on the old weed eaters you get that split apart and you can use other attachments on. They're kind of the same way. Just not too fond of this. So it looks like it just slips right in and bottoms out. Yep. What there is to it. Put your screws in. Like they had blue Loctite on to help keep them from coming loose. That's a good thing. Get them both started before we tighten them up. Make sure everything's nice and straight. I don't know. Oops. This doesn't seem like a real solid setup to me, but I'm no professional. Dang. I'd use a cordless drill. I'm afraid of stripping them out, so I'm sticking with the Allen wrench. There we go. Nice and tight. It seems solid after it's together, but I don't know, I'm not a big fan of that setup. This plastic off here. Pretty good plastic. Box. Alright. Your handle. Make sure you guys can see it. These are pretty basic. They just pop right on. Fully adjustable. It's like any other weed eater. I just grab it like it's the way this thing's made, man. You don't want to push it straight down. You take a chance of bending something. Nice hard plastic. You can see your marking area. That's where the bolt slides through. Perfect fit. Right up with the finger. Wing nut goes on this side, and it's cheap. It's all plastic. A lot of these will have a metal nut inside that plastic case. This one's just straight plastic. Have to be careful with that because it'll be easy to strip out. You just want to get it nice and snug, just to where your handle is kind of firm. I wouldn't take it much tighter than that. First time I ever had one like this, I straight stripped it. Ended up having to went to Home Depot to get a nut to fit that. That's not bad. It's a nice comfortable fit up here on the motor though with the hand grip. It's nice and soft. Alright, let's do the guard. So like it's a flathead. And I don't see all the brackets on it, so it's a pretty easy setup. Make sure I got you guys over here. It's kind of the almost normal routine. You see what's going on there? Nope, we turn it. Been nice if it had been a Allen head, and one Allen head assemble the whole unit. Alright, I'll go grab a flathead screwdriver and I'll be right back. It looks like with the guard you got two options. You got a flathead or a 10mm. Either one. We'll go ahead and just use a 10mm. There's our guard. It's got, I probably will have to take it. I'll just take it out to make it easier. These are really easy to install. Same way, it's got a nut. It's how that wing nut should have been. It's got a metal nut that sets inside the plastic. They should have done that wing nut the same way. Make it a little more durable. Come on now. That might slip on. Alright, let's try it. So it's slotted, so you shouldn't have to take it out. And so you got this flat part that sticks out. There's a groove right there. You don't have to take that. Yeah, let's try it this way. Nope, you see you do have to take it all the way out. No big deal. Just run it out real quick. Looked like it would slide around it, but there's not quite enough room, so we'll just go ahead and run it out. And things like super long. There you can see that silver nut down in there now. That's how they should have done that wing nut. Get out of here, B. So now it just slips on. That's it. You can run it straight down as far as you can get it with your fingers. This one's going pretty good. Hell, it's about all the way there. And you got, you can use your flathead, or this one happens to be a 10mm. Let's go ahead and run and use a ratchet since that has a nut in it instead of plastic. There you go. It's a pretty basic setup. Saying it comes with enough for 1 gallon of fuel. Just a little bit extra string on it. If that's enough to fill that up, that's an awful small spool. But it's 0.95 string. We'll get some fuel in this dude here, and we'll see how easy it is to start. Just so you know, it is a small fuel tank. Looks like it doesn't hold much. Get it down here some so you guys can see it. We'll see. See what we got here. As you can see, I don't know if it says. No, it doesn't say how much it holds. It looks like an awful small tank though. There's some Go-Go juice in her. Oh, they had these on sale too. Because they was out of stock when I went and got them, the fuel tanks. This one's only like a 2 gallon, I think. 1 gallon, 2 gallon, something like that. But they had the 5 gallon of these, which was a heck of a deal. I wish I wouldn't have. So I'm sorry, it wasn't a 5 gallon. They only had 5 gallon for 20 bucks. They had the 6 gallons they put on clearance, $4.99, completely sold out, which sucks. I definitely could have used a couple new ones. Alright, get some fuel in her. And it just seems like a... Look at one of my old tanks. I got a couple spare tanks in here. This thing, for some reason, it just looks small. Might just be me, but it does look like a small tank. And out of the way. Alright, got fuel. It's assembled. Let's see how hard she is to start. Pumps up pretty quick on fuel. Choke on pull. Hopefully I didn't flood it just now. Keep trying. Cool. Runs good. Seems to. We'll get her some stuff and put her under load and see what happens. Got some stuff out front along the street that we can trim up and see how it performs. See you out front. Oh, I can't see. Alright, so I have to make a couple passes here one-handed and we'll see what we got. There's so much glare on the screen, can't even see the spool. Here you have it. It cuts really good under load. I mean, this grass ain't super tall, but tall enough to where I put a little bit of a load on it. I'll finish trimming this up and then we'll get back to it. So there we go. You've done a really good job. Honestly, it's really makes me think a lot of the old school Weed Eater brand. It did run really well. Trimmed good. I don't know what else I can say about it. Done a really good job. I just didn't have I showed you the whole thing of cutting, but it's just too much of a pain in the butt to do it in one hand. You know, the grip for being hard plastic, it was actually fairly comfortable. Shaft is staying tight where the two screws are at, and it spooled out good on the spool. Tapped it on the ground, it came out, it released easy. All in all, I think it's a good weed eater. I think for what I paid for it, you couldn't beat it. I mean, it was, like I was saying, it was $37 on clearance, so I don't think you could beat it for that. You know, it's brand new, comes with a 2-year warranty from the manufacturer. I think even the Walmart warranty on it for an extended warranty was $4, I think, for an additional 2 years. Of course, you know, I didn't get it, but if somebody wanted to, I mean, it was like an extra $4 on the price for the warranty if they wanted it, and but it cut really well. Tank seems a little small. See how much. It seemed to be all right on fuel, and of course that's not a big patch out there either, but so really wasn't much on it for fuel consumption to see how long a tank lasts, but we'll see. I know it's almost the middle of September, so I don't know, it probably won't be long. We won't have much more to cut here, but it's only got that, really have that small spot out front with a weed eater, and most of the back here where we work on everything. Majority of it is dirt with a few weeds here and there, but I'd say for the $37, man, it was a good deal. Now, honestly, I don't think I'd pay the $100 for it. Not really knocking it, but it just reminds me too much of a Weed Eater brand weed eater. It's almost like a updated version of that brand, but it did run really well. Started fairly easy for, granted it's the first time it's ever been started. I mean, unless they started it at the plant, but started it, ran good, shut it off a couple times. First pulling the string, it started right back up. And other than that, it's pretty good. It was worth the money. I wouldn't pay the regular price for it, but for what I paid for it, you can't beat it. All right, guys, thanks for watching.